Revelio.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominis. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominis. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominis, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominis. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominis, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
always said that travel broadens the mind.
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
Revelio. Lumos. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead and... Did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio.
Revelio.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin-made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though, so what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
One foot in front of the next and away.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching and crack from. Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft for some. Someone's going to regret trespassing.
They were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons? It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Something's not right here. Don't know what Victor would...
On my feet, I could.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Join us.
They go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Lucas Totalis.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Alohomora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will
Revelio.
only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
will want his dragon intact!
There's the troll you are!
I think you'll get it out of here!
You may want to.
Right, let me have fun!
You will fall!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My right.
Right,
Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. And the poachers saw us, which cannot...
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. It'll be hard hiding something like this from...
Should we expect...
It would be foolish not to expect... I'm sorry to say that you like...
We aren't helping ourselves standing.
You're right. If there's any... Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Always going somewhere, that one.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio.
Rally behind strength and you can't go wrong. When minds stand behind windy of castles.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
Incendio!
So this is the influence of Skunda.
She has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Revelio.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Incendio!
Revelio. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
You look none the worse for wear.
Mr. Adley,
Merlin's... Actually, I don't... Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter...
I am too. As far-fetched as... Please, accept...
What do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Doesn't get any more cozy than Hogsmeade.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from...
Don't remind me. The thought of that tense... I've been thinking about those poor dragons. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange. See? Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creature?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find...
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack.
Goodness. Well, don't worry. I'll guard your secret. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely, but I don't...
I am indeed a student.
I'm not so sure. Name's... A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning. Actually,
You wouldn't know it by how many I've killed lately, but honestly...
Lucky you. You may not like what I'm concerned about It's my friend Mary.
Understandable.
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-leg. I don't know what to do.
Why are there so many...
I honestly don't know. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. Mary always has a way with these, but...
Why is it you can't...
When I was a small child, within moments, spiders were crawling over. I couldn't move, paralysed. I was there for what seemed hours.
Why didn't you ask them?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. But evidently they have their...
I'll try my very...
Please do. They'll find Arrownshaw South.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you.
Your message mentioned your concern about an... That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been to... She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland...
I must get to Clan.
So frustrating. She never listens.
She called you her little gazelle.
It is specific to me. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely. That is how I managed to spy on...
Were you born in Animage?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. Then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it... And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu.
Can you choose what form?
Oh no. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I believe it is because I can...
How does it feel?
Well, the first time, but it gets easier the more you do it. And I love...
Now the nickname makes...
It is. She says that no creature... She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle. But she has used her sight to control me too many times.
She's concerned for your safety.
That may be safe, but you could have fled the moment you discovered that. I choose to act as you... My mother... Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
This must be Arrynshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders. Expected. Surely that's the last of them. Reparo. Revelio. Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman. If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end. Revelio. Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio. This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not here now. This isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. Revelio. A ladder. I'm not sure I want to know where this leads. Best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Hexax. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Revelio. deadly great spider? Revelio. That's one exit. This is definitely going to anger your parents. Revelio. But I need to get through all of the exits. Can't let you harm Aranshir any more than you already have. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders. Revelio. Here, incendio. There's a victory that came none too soon. I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. That's the last of the spider sacks. I hope that's the last one. Shame it's so foul. Revelio. No, wait, that's the last one. And she's animated. Incendio! Revelio. 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 Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Dunn?
Thank Merlin.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly...
Oh, Mary. What? If she needed financial... She didn't deserve this.
I am sorry about your friend.
You? You? I imagine the First Order a bit...
That's the spirit.
Thank you again for all...
Glad I could be of help. And...
To dearly departed Mary.
Bit of hard things will be back to normal.
The spiders need to cast their webs all.
You're the one who took care of that awful... near Arrynshire, aren't you?
Am I losing my mind, or did that statue near Irondale change? I recall the statue near
Fine bit of work, that.
disheartened.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt.
Hello there. Come on in. Plenty to look at here. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Only a hairy-hearted sod.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to...
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by...
Quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the law. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way...
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Of the Golden Snitch. Which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snakebird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the Golden Snidget. The Snidget was first introduced. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, the tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Founder's Relics.
No. The answer was the according to Beedle the Bard, the death... Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the Quaffle, true or false, Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change... Well, I suppose this has gone on. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, and I won't be giving you any more easy questions.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
sure we weren't the only ones.
I just thought he'd like to get out of the cage for a bit.
I don't think a Postinian could be around.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. I was only testing a new...
You don't create anything...
Agreed. Can't let the doubters... Oh, that gives me...
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress.
I did. And frankly...
Thank you, Professor.
As I suspected they would. Now, it seems you... Of course, the guide isn't the... Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back, protecting so rare a beast.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially... Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for info?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and, food, and I was interested in learning more about the
I see. I admire your penchant for learning. It'll be the end of the year. I'll provide a final assessment at that time. Until then, well done.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at the Goblin Mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about I looked back over his old... I believe that Ranrock's fiends... He was willingly...
Any other pertinent...
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins. He wasn't sure what they meant. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all.
So am I. Seeing him, I for one can't help but... Don't like that. But trolls have no business.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Someone's here.
Revelio. Levioso. Do cooperate, won't you? Everything's all right now. I'm not going to hurt you. I'll look after you.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall...
Actually, perhaps another time. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the She didn't send me an owl this week.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always...
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Haunter, I went back to the tent and tracked her.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring. Here we are. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They perhaps nabbed her first and...
You got all of that from simply...
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like... Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out.
I don't suppose you thought...
No. It belongs...
If you're right about
her nest will likely be...
Well then, let's find out.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take... Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio. Worth. She doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays.
Revelio.
At least until we've done what we came to do.
Revelio.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I see the bridge wasn't spared her wrath either. Good thing it's fixable.
Revelio. Reparo.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio.
To pick off a Graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the next.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the left. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close! She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant!
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair it.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant.
Creatures are a lot cleverer.
That's what Gran always said. The important thing is that... Thank you for doing this with me.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horntail Hall, I
Understandable. We did sabotage.
True.
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
My first employment was at Honeyduke's.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.